Ég heiti Solveig Guðmundsdóttir og ég biskup á Hólum á norður Íslandi. My name is Solveig Guðmundsdóttir and I'm bishop in the north of Iceland, north and east part of Iceland. It was actually Auður, because when I was 18 there was a girl who started new in our class and she was coming from France, and we heard just like a month after she started in school that her mother was going to be ordained as a pastor in September 29th, I think it was, in 1974. And I thought it was so amazing that a woman could be a pastor. And I went to the church and I witnessed the ordination of Auður, the first female pastor. And I thought she can be a pastor, and that meant that women could do anything. And I thought it was so amazing. And I didn't think of being a pastor at all. But when I think back, I am so sure it was actually my call to go to the church that day. And it affected my whole life, and it has influenced my whole life. As the studies came along, I really felt the urge to preach the gospel. So it was actually like a double call. It was a call as a woman to do something very special, and also like a call from the studies. And I especially remember when we were reading the letter of Hebrew, there was a class of letter of Hebrew, I decided, yes, this is what I want to do. From my experience, I can always see it afterwards. And that is so strange. And I especially experienced that in the day of my ordination as a bishop 3 years ago. Then I was reflecting my whole life. And then I could see every turn that I had made through my whole life was like I had been almost pulled by the hand, going this way and this way. And maybe at a time when you make decision, maybe you're not so conscious that it is a call of God. But I am so convinced that He actually led me the whole way. So it's you never know what God is doing in your life. But you always have to keep your eyes open. I actually never felt any obstacles on the way.
Really?
Yeah. And it's very, very strange, because Auður, the first woman who broke all the walls for us, if you understand that saying, after that, everything has gone so smoothly for women in the church. Actually, her daughter was the second. Yes. I was the sixth, but now we are over 70, so it's really a huge, fast development in the ordination of women.
What God's grace feels like?
God's grace feels very powerful every morning when I wake up. If I wouldn't know that a new day would be a gift from God, then I would be very pessimistic. So everything I do, I put in God's hands, and I trust that He or she will find a way to solve problems. And I have experienced that so often. And of course, in a pastor's job, I'm not actually working as a pastor now, but in my work as pastor for over 30 years, when you meet people in grief, or people who are really giving up on life, to be able to tell them about that Jesus loves them and He suffered for them. He was lonely like they were. He was picked on like maybe they are picked on, and He rose up from it all. That's the greatest message that you can give people in every situation, and in especially today, And of course, I think everybody has said, especially today, because every age needs Jesus Christ. Actually, I would want everybody to know that they are worth everything. That every person that God created has a great worth, and everybody is special. And God gives everybody a special talent. And I always preach that when people get married, especially, that there's nobody in the whole world that is similar to this person. And it's what God gives this person special is what brings the love inside of us. And I think that's the most important message of the gospel today, is that people know that they have something special to give that nobody else has.